V-Mixing System. The V-Mixing System is a breakthrough digital live mixing and recording solution based on Roland's successful REACT digital audio transmission protocol. The system consists of a choice of Cat5e-based RSS digital snakes, the new 48-channel M400 console, and 40-channel digital multi-track recording option. Microphones, instruments, and other audio sources are connected to inputs on the stage units and are converted to high-quality 24-bit digital audio. The digital audio is transmitted using the REACT protocol into the M400 mixer. REACT audio is transmitted over standard Cat5e Ethernet cable. Cat5e cable, also called LAN cable, is affordable and widely available. Each portable, lightweight Cat5e cable can support up to 40 channels of audio. The core of the V-Mixing system is the M400 mixer. Roland's advanced mixing technology is condensed into this slim, compact chassis. The M400's large, bright color LCD display and analog-style dial controls provide intuitive, easy operation of the mixer. The M400 is equipped with 3 REACT ports. Ports A and B are for inputs and outputs, while the third one, the split, is dedicated to outputs only. You can employ a combination of digital snake stage units to connect to the A and B REACT ports. There are several V-Mixing system configurations possible. The first one we'll introduce in this tutorial is a standard system which uses 2 S1608 stage units and the M400 mixer. The M400 will act as the front-of-house primary mixing location. This system provides 32 inputs from the stage and 16 returns to the stage. If you only require up to 16 inputs and 8 returns, the basic system delivers this with just one S1608 stage unit. If you require more than 32 inputs and 16 returns on the stage, you can select the expanded system. By replacing one of the S1608 units with an S4000 unit, you can have 48 inputs and 16 returns. Let's look at the basic connections and setup. For demonstration purposes, we'll use 2 S1608 stage units, the standard system. The first step is to set the REACT mode on all your REACT devices. By default, the M400 mixer is set as master, so we'll set the S1608 stage units to slave. Connecting your stage units is easy. Simply plug the Cat5e REACT cable into the REACT ports of each S1608 stage unit. Then connect the other ends of your REACT cables to the A and B ports of the M400 mixer. Next, connect your microphones and instruments to the XLR input jacks on the S1608 stage units. Your sources will be converted to a 24-bit digital signal right there on stage. This eliminates losses in audio quality that occur when using long analog copper runs. Your REACT cable will also be immune to the hums and buzzes that frequently arise when using analog snakes. Once the connections are done, turn on the power switch of the M400 mixer. Communication between the stage units and the mixer begins within seconds. The inputs from the stage units will be automatically assigned to faders on the mixer. Let's look at the patch-based screen and see which inputs are assigned to which faders. By default, the 16 inputs from the stage unit connected to REACT port A are assigned to faders 1 through 16. The 16 inputs from the stage unit connected to REACT port B are assigned to faders 17 through 32. Let's inspect the outputs, or returns, to the stage. On REACT port A, aux buses 1 through 6 are assigned to output jacks 1 through 6 of the S1608 stage unit. Further down, master outputs left and right are assigned to REACT A output jacks 7 and 8 of the S1608. The stage unit connected to REACT B has aux buses 9 through 14 assigned to output jacks 1 through 6. Just like REAC A, the stage unit connected to REAC B also has master outputs left and right, assigned to output jacks 7 and 8. In addition to the inputs and outputs available on the stage units, the V-Mixer also has input and output ports on its rear panel. There are 8 XLR inputs and 8 XLR outputs for connecting additional sources, sends, or effects units. There are standard RCA input jacks for connecting CD or DVD players. The digital output jacks provide stereo digital audio to feed recording devices or digital monitor speakers. On the right side of the top panel, you'll find a USB port. You can connect a standard USB memory stick for playing back linear wave files or recording your mixed audio as a linear wave file. With our connections made, we can begin assigning faders and mixing our audio. You may find that the default assignment of inputs to faders does not suit the physical stage layout that you have. You can change the fader assignments in the patch bay. Press the patch bay button in the upper right side of the V-Mixer to call up the patch bay screen. In the patch bay screen, you will see a matrix that shows which physical input ports correspond to which channel fader number. We'll start with the matrix for REAC A inputs. You can use the cursor buttons and the enter button to change or move any patch indicator around the matrix. Let's use the patch bay to swap fader assignments between inputs 2 and 3. Put the crosshair over the new patch point and press enter. We can swap the fader assignments of inputs 4 and 5 in the same way. In addition to assigning input ports to faders, we can also assign aux buses to physical output ports. In the patch bay, the REAC A output matrix shows that aux buses 1 through 6 are assigned to output jacks 1 through 6. Master outputs left and right are assigned to output jacks 7 and 8. On REAC B, the input assignments begin at number 17, so we'll need to scroll down a little bit to see them. Use the crosshairs to change the assignment of which REAC B input port goes to which fader. Once you've selected the new patch point, press the enter button to make the setting. REAC B outputs are viewed by selecting the Output tab. We can see the master outputs left and right are assigned to REAC B outputs 7 and 8. The tabs in the patch bay screen provide fast access to all your input and output ports. If you want to return the patch assignments to the factory default, use the patch library. Press the library button to call up the library list. Select default and press the recall button. All your inputs and outputs are now returned to the factory default. Let's connect a TalkBack microphone and set it up in the V-Mixer. The input jack for your TalkBack mic is located on the rear panel. This XLR jack can supply 48-volt phantom power for microphones that require it. Once the mic is connected, we can make some adjustments. Press the display button in the TalkBack mic section on the right side of the V-Mixer. You can adjust the amount of gain by using the mic level knob. Adjust the gain until you see adequate audio levels in the meter on the display screen. Select the destinations for your TalkBack mic. In this tutorial, we're selecting aux buses 1 through 6. This will broadcast the TalkBack mic to all 6 of these aux channels. To make the TalkBack mic active, press the TalkBack button. If pressed quickly, the TalkBack button will remain active after you let go. Press it again to turn it off. If you press and hold the TalkBack button, it will remain active only for as long as you hold the button. Once you release the button, TalkBack is terminated. Now let's set up a graphic equalizer or a graphic EQ. The M400 V-Mixer has 4 graphic EQs. Each one has 31 adjustable bands. We're going to assign two of the graphic EQs to our master outputs left and right, respectively. Press the Effects button to call up the graphic EQ screen. You may need to press the graphic EQ tab to call up the graphic EQ section of the effects screen. We'll start by assigning master output left to graphic EQ number 1. Next, we'll assign master output right to graphic EQ number 2. We want left and right to work together, so we'll link them. Press the Edit GEQ1 button to call up the adjustment screen. Then select a frequency range you'd like to adjust. You'll notice that all the motorized faders will jump to the 0 dB position. This corresponds to the flat setup of the graphic EQ. You can now adjust the various frequency bands by using the faders. If you select flat, all the faders will return to the 0 dB position. To change the settings or parameters of a particular channel, call up the Channel Edit screen for that channel. One way to do this is to press the Select button located at the top of the channel strip. In addition, the M400 Mixer also offers the convenience of Touch Select. With Touch Select, simply touch a channel fader to call up its corresponding Channel Edit screen. To activate Touch Select, press the Touch Select button on the upper left panel. The Touch Select button will illuminate to alert you that Touch Select is active. Touch any of the channel faders and its Channel Edit screen will appear. Let's select a channel by touching a fader, then adjust its gain. By adjusting the red preamp knob, you will adjust the gain of that channel's preamp, which for this channel assignment is located on the S1608 stage unit. We'll adjust the gate control next. With the Touch Select button lit, we can touch a fader and call up its Channel Edit screen. Pressing the Display button in the Gate section calls up a new screen that shows detailed controls of the gate function. Start by toggling the Gate button on. The Gate tab will glow bright when activated. Turn the threshold knob to adjust the amount of gating that occurs on that channel. The knob and display correspond to the functionality of an analog gate. If you've set the gate where you want it, you can press the Display button to escape from the gate screen and return to the Channel Edit screen. Much like the gate, you can also activate and adjust a compressor. Call up the compressor screen by pressing the Display button in the Comp section of the panel. Activate the compressor by pressing the button below the Comp On tab. Use the Threshold knob to adjust the compressor's threshold value. The compressor also features adjustments for other aspects of compression and limiting. To exit the compressor screen, press the Display button and you'll return to the Channel Edit screen. Next, we can adjust the frequency equalization, or EQ, for a specific channel. Operation is similar to the other effects we've described. Press the Display button in the EQ section to call up the EQ display screen. Press the dedicated EQ On button to activate it. The M400 Mixer provides color-coded knobs for easy, fast access to the 4 bands of frequency and gain control. The Q knobs offer curve control of the low, mid, and high mid frequency bands. The M400 Mixer also offers a library of presets for fast setup of a particular channel's EQ. Let's call one up. Press the Function button below the Library tab to call up the library. Since our audio channel features a kick drum, we'll select the kick preset from the Library menu. Select Preview to sample the effect of the kick preset. Select Recall to apply the kick preset to the EQ for this channel. When you're done with the EQ for this channel, press the display button in the EQ section to return to the channel edit screen. Now let's apply an effect to a channel. We'll use channel 3, which is where the acoustic guitar is assigned. Start by checking the effect summary screen. Press the effects button located just below the display. 4 internal effects buses are shown on the display. Let's use effect number 3. Notice that the output of effect number 3 is routed to channels 41 and 42. Change your fader layer and move up the faders for channels 41 and 42. Since the acoustic guitar is routed to channel 3, change the fader layer again and make sure fader 3 is up. To add reverb to this acoustic guitar, we'll route it to an aux send. Our effects number 3 is fed from aux send 15, so activate the aux 15 button in the aux send section of the top panel. Increase the aux send level using the level dial. The effects library has convenient presets. We'll use one for the acoustic guitar. Call up the effects screen by pressing the effects button. Activate the Edit FX3 button. Select the Library tab to view the library menu. Select an effect you think is best and use Preview to check the sound. If you like the result, select Recall to apply the effect. Press the meter button for an overview of the audio levels on all channels. You can save various setups you've made as scenes and recall them later. You can store up to 300 scenes in the vMixer's internal memory. Select the scene number that you want to store all the current settings of the vMixer to. Press the Store button. A confirmation message will appear. Select Store with the corresponding function button. The current status of all your current vMixer settings is now saved. We'll make some fader changes, then recall our stored scene. Press the Recall button and a confirmation screen appears. Select Recall with the function button. The motorized faders will snap back to their previous settings. You can see a list of all scenes that have been stored. Press the Display button in Scene Memory. The list of scenes will appear on the screen. You can select which scene parameters will be recalled by using the Recall filter. On the Global Scope screen, you can select the parameters that you'd like to call back for all of your stored scenes. If you want to link 2 channels together, you can use the Stereo Link function. Let's link 2 acoustic guitars assigned to channels 3 and 4. Call up the channel edit screen and activate the link function. Fader number 4 will now follow fader number 3 when we adjust it. Links are made between adjacent odd and even channels. 1 and 2 will link, 3 and 4 will link, and so on. With the DCA feature, we can group multiple channels into one fader control. To illustrate, we'll use 3 percussion channels. Press the DCA button in the group area of the top panel. Select the Assign button. Use the cursor buttons and Enter button to select the channels to be assigned to Group 1. Change the fader layer to DCA. Go to the fader that corresponds to DCA Group 1. Moving that fader now adjusts the relative level of all 3 percussion channels. Let's look at the aux sends. We can send any number of channels to any of the 16 aux sends. We'll send the acoustic guitar on channel 3 to some aux buses. Press the display button in the aux send section to call up the aux send screen. Select an aux bus number from the aux select area. By turning the send level dial, you can adjust the level that is being sent on that aux send. You can easily adjust multiple channels to one aux send by using the Sends On fader control. Select the aux channel you want to use and press the Sends On fader button. Your faders will now act as level controls for how much of each channel is being sent to that aux bus, ideal for mixing monitor levels. Turn off the Sends On fader button to return to normal fader functionality. Let's look at the USB playback and recording feature. The USB port of the vMixer is located on the right side of the top panel. Insert a USB memory stick here. Press the display button in the USB memory area to call up the recording and playback screen. Pressing the record button once will place the system in record standby. Select record level with the cursor buttons and adjust the audio level with the jog dial. Press the play button and recording will commence. A linear stereo wave file will be recorded to the memory stick. Press play again to stop recording. Your newly recorded wave file will now be available in the playlist. The stereo playback from the memory stick is assigned to channels 45 and 46. Let's play it back and listen. Switch the fader layer to get access to channels 45 and 46. Start playback and fade up channels 45 and 46. The M400 vMixer can be remotely controlled by a computer running the M400 RCS software program. The M400 RCS software is a free download available from the Roland Systems Group website. Your computer communicates with the M400 vMixer via USB cable. There is a USB port on the rear of the vMixer for connection to your computer. With the M400 RCS software, you have access to most functions within the console, including the channel edit screens, as well as the patch bay and other edit screens. You can also view the meter screen for a larger overview of all your audio levels. You can use your mouse or a touch screen to make fast adjustments of all your channel edit functions like EQ, gain, and pad. The M400 vMixer offers a split output of input channels and aux buses to a multi-track recording option, another M400 vMixer for monitoring, or an analog breakout. Connecting your React split to a computer is easy. Just connect the split output of the vMixer to the Ethernet port of a gigabit Ethernet card in your computer. Cakewalk's React recording option, based on Sonar Producer, supports multi-track digital recording. The split currently provides 32 stage inputs and 8 aux buses for a total of 40 channels, all captured via Sonar. In addition to RS-232 control, the M400 vMixer can be remotely controlled via MIDI. You can use the Edirol V440 HD multi-format video mixer to create an audio follows video control system. Connect the two units with a MIDI cable and set which audio channels correspond to the related video sources. Roland's easy-to-use V-Link protocol makes this integration possible. Switching the sources or moving the T-bar on the video mixer will cause the corresponding motorized faders on the M400 to follow. By creating this audio follows video relationship, video and audio can work together in one interface, greatly simplifying media coordination at a live event. Your video and matching audio level, avoiding the delays or mistakes caused by having to rely on manually queuing up video sources and audio levels independently. If you want to capture and combine the video and audio of your live event, the Edirol VC Series Video Converter can scale your high-definition video and encode your audio into a convenient SDI or HDV stream for easy archiving or future editing. With the vMixing system as a cornerstone, Roland Systems Group provides breakthrough solutions for audio and visual entertainment and recording.